Hi, my name is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is your first time listening, welcome. I'm glad you found us. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, value, and a little entertainment at times from listening to this podcast. Well, today I just wanted to make it real quick. I want to talk about getting in shape. All right, so yesterday I found out that when we try to work out, and it's been a long time since I've actually done calisthenics or anything of that nature. But I want to tell you something, what I found out yesterday. I know for a fact, I'm just going to ask you this one question. How many minds do a human being have? One, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the same thing. And you know what? I know that to be true until yesterday. Yesterday, I found out that I have two minds. Yep. I know you think I'm crazy, but you heard that correctly. Yesterday, I found out I have two minds. All right. So let me tell you exactly what happened. Let me break it down to you and give you a little context. Okay. So we all know if you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s, you know what I'm talking about really well. Or even if you're in your 20s and you like to work out and all of a sudden you take a hiatus and you don't go to the gym for a long time, and maybe a year or maybe even 6 months, and then you decide to go back to the gym, you got to ease yourself into it. You just can't jump right into where you left off, right? And you know that, especially if you're a jogger, runner, or stair step master, you just can't jump right back into those activities. You have to ease into those activities, Even if you are working out every single day, and before your workouts, you have to do some type of stretching, get a little limber, anything to make you a little more flexible, so you don't, when you start working out, you don't hurt yourself or pull a muscle, right? So when you get to be my age, and I'm up there, in my 60s, my mind says to me, hey, you know what? We can go ahead. And my grandson was telling me about push-ups, so I said, man, I haven't done push-ups in a long time. I even, and to give you a little more context, before I used to love push-ups, but once I started bench pressing, I really fell in love with bench pressing and how it made me feel. But over the course of the years, I stopped bench pressing. Now I don't even bench press no more. But if I do, it's going to be extremely lightweight. And and one of the reasons why is I don't trust my hands. I'm afraid that I might just drop it on myself and then I'll wind up hurt. So if anything, I'll get on the machines where you're doing a front row push-up, where you're sitting down and pushing away from you. I will do something like that. Now that we got that out of the way, right? So check this out. I found out yesterday I don't have one mind. I have two. You heard that right. I have two minds. So my regular mind is telling me, hey, David, it's only push-ups. Let's go ahead. Let's jump down there and get down there and let's do some push-ups. We ain't doing them in a while, but we'll probably get 5. We'll probably get 5. So as I'm getting ready to get on the floor, my second mind jumps into gear and said, whoop, 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 pump the brakes. What in the hell are you doing? So I'm saying to my second mind, we're about to drop down and do some push-ups. He said, who in the hell is going to help you back up? Yo, I am telling you the truth. I get down there, I said, don't worry about it. We're going to get down there. And yeah, I get down there and I start to do this push-up and I'm hearing all kind. You know what? I thought somebody was in there, breaking stuff up. I'm hearing my bones crack, and I'm talking about from my chest. I thought I broke a bone. I thought my wrist broke, my arm broke. I mean, I'm hearing all kind of cracks, and I'm like, wow, and I'm almost dead. But guess what? I only did a half a push-up. All this was happening on the push up, baby. You hear what I'm saying? And my mind is saying, what the heck is going on? I thought we had this in the bag. I said we're going to do 5, but my second mind jumped in the gear and said, I like to see how you getting up. Well, I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long time since I've done push-ups. And yeah, I did a half of one yesterday. And you know what? I'm not proud of that at all. So I guess I'm gonna have to like do something with the crack, snapple, and pop, and because that was unreal what I went through yesterday. So if you haven't worked out in a long time and you're in your 50s or 60s, hey, look, ease into it. And I guess that's why I prefer the treadmill. Let me run, let me walk, and you know what? Let me stop lying. I ain't running. Let me walk real quickly, and and let me get my little exercise in. But the funny thing is, you know, when you lifting weights and stuff like that, you're not really getting into shape. You might get a little stronger, but you're not getting into shape. So what I suggest is get down and do some push-ups and start doing some isometrics and start doing a little cardio and get that heart rate up and build the core. Build from the core on up, because it makes no sense to go through what I went through yesterday. So you're probably wondering, did I attempt to do a push-up again today? Yes, I did. And it was extremely hard getting out, but this time I did one push-up. So yesterday I went from half. Today I went to a whole push-up. Tomorrow we're going to go with 2. And you know, we're going to see if we can add a push-up every single day for the next 30 days so we can see if we can get to 30 push-ups. So, and then we're going to count the minutes to see how I'm able to do. I'll keep you updated, and don't worry about it. I'll tell you the truth. I'm going to be transparent. And yes, it hurts like heck. And I hear all the bones popping again today, and I don't know what's going on with that, but it's like my body is saying, hey, you waking up stuff that ain't been live in years. All right, y'all. I know. That's all I got today. I'm just saying, if you're going to exercise and you up there in the age and you want to drop some weight, definitely ease into it, because you don't want to hurt yourself like I tried to do yesterday. So instead of trying to do a push-up, you can try to do a push-up, but if you got knee problem like I do, you're gonna need some help. So work on that and take your time and try to do like a stand-up push-up where you're basically leaning, but not all the way straight down on the floor, but leaning on something a little higher than the floor, and just start off that way. For me, it could be like leaning up against the sink and just try to do some push-ups on that. I tried that earlier and that seemed to work, but hey, I got to get down there on the floor, because that's where the pain is, and that's where the benefits come from, because you know that old adage, no pain, no gain. I'm telling you right now, if you want to work out, yeah, you can look at all that stuff on the doggone YouTube, and that's all great. These people been at it for a long period of time and they're doing great. But when you, who haven't worked out in a long time, you got to ease into it. You got to take your time, and you have to realize, oh, it's going to hurt. It's going to be so painful, and you might even be sore for a few days, but it's all worth it. Know that you are going to hurt for a good while. But if you want to drop that weight, you want to get fit, you want to do whatever it is to look better and feel better, then of course you're going to have to try a lot of different exercises, but you have to ease in. You got to start somewhere, you know, and you can do 95% of the exercising all you want. But if you're still eating bad at the table, it's all in vain. So as you exercise, as you walk, and as you're trying to run, make sure you are doing what really counts, and that's changing your eating habits, because that's going to give you a big impact, and it's going to make sure that you drop that weight a whole lot quicker if that's what you're trying to do, lose weight. Me, yeah, I've had a weight issue for a long period of time. That's why I have a website that says Motivated to Be Fit, because no matter how long it takes, no matter how hard it is, I'm just going to keep on going. I'm just not going to quit. I'm going to wait until soreness goes away, or I might work right through it. But I'm going to tell you, I don't believe in quitting. Some things I'll let go. Oh yeah, well, let me rephrase that. I do believe in quitting. Things that are not good for me, I'm going to quit. But things that are good for me, I want to move forward and continue to do those things. My name is Dave. You're listening to the last podcast where the first is last and the last shall be first. If you are trying to lose weight, or you're just getting back into exercises, hit me up. Let me know how that feels. I want to know what you're going through. And you can hit me up at the last podcast 443@gmail.com, and I will be happy to respond to you. So thanks again, and don't forget to share this, like it, and subscribe. I mean, it really helps with the algorithms. And again, until Friday, have a great day. And don't forget, Friday is Poetry Friday. Make sure you're here. I have one heck of a poem I'm working on, so don't miss that. If you miss anything else, don't miss Poetry Friday. All right, thanks a lot. I'm out. You have a blessed day.